guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa. I have another project. I'm on fire, at least I think I am anyway. I have another project I want to share with you. It's pretty quick, it's pretty easy, but I think it's fun and cute, so let me show you. This is what I'm calling my geometric snow dome. So I have created an SVG file for this. That's a scalable vector graphic file for this geometric snow dome. So it's pretty simple to make. You just need some acetate and some cardstock or whatever you'd like to put inside it. Some snow, of course, and I've just used some polystyrene from some packaging. In fact, the plastic that I've used is also from some packaging. And then that's it. That's all you need. It's pretty easy to put together, and some glue. And of course you need some bling if that's what you like to do. Anyway, I think it's super cute and I wanted to share that one with you. So let me show you the SVG files because it's a really easy little project and I just love it. Oh, I should also show you that I made this one here as well, and I've left the lid off this one so it has got nothing on top, and I was thinking that you could easily put a battery operated tea light candle in there, and I've put this is vellum here, and so I thought that might make a really nice glow on there as well. So that's also an option. There's all sorts of things that you can do with it, and it doesn't need to be for Christmas. Imagine how cute this would be with a little Easter bunny in there and some of those little polystyrene eggs or something like that. You know, if you do Easter decorations, you could do that. You could do something spooky for Halloween. You can change the size of it, of course. This one's a bit smaller. I've just downsized this one a little bit, and you could go even smaller if you wanted to, and you could go larger as well. You probably couldn't go much larger because this takes just about a whole 12 by 12 inch piece of scrapbook to do this size, but you can definitely go smaller. So, you know, take a basic SVG file and a basic design and make it your own. I think it would be great fun. So let me show you the files. Super easy, only 3 files, so I haven't made the little booklet that I'd normally make. I just wanted to show you there's 3 files here. If you wanted to check these out in my Etsy store, what you would receive are just the 3 files. So the blue pieces, the pieces that I cut out of cardstock. The pink pieces are the mats. So in this instance, that mat I've cut out every single for each of these little pieces around here, except for the bottom piece. So I've cut out 11 of those, and I cut those out of acetate. In this instance, I only cut out 10 of them because I left this little bit here on top open, and I cut those out of vellum. So all I need is one of these out of cardstock, cut out my mats out of whatever I'd like to cut it out of, and then this last file here is the files for the base, and then there's just a little snowflake here, which is this little snowflake that I've decorated it with, and so you can stick those on as well if you'd like to. So that's all that you need to make the little snow globe. So I'm just going to head over to the computer, show you how to upload them onto Cricut Design Space and change the lines that need to be score lines, but they'll come as cut lines, so we need to change them to score lines. I'll show you how to do that and then we'll put it together. So I'll see you in a minute on the computer. Okay, so here we are at the computer, and I have just downloaded the files from my Etsy store, and this is what you will receive. So it is a zip folder called Geometric Snow Globe, and when I download from Etsy, it comes to my downloads folder, and that might be the case for you, or it might go somewhere else, but wherever your downloads go, this is the zip folder that you will receive. So the first thing we need to do is extract all of the files out of this folder. So let's double click on that, and then I'm going to click extract all. it's asking me where I want the files to go afterwards, and do I want that folder open. So yes, please, extract. And that's it. So now we're in the unzipped folder, and we have 3 SVG files and a PDF guide. Let's have a quick look at the PDF guide. Let me just open that up a bit so we can see it. Let's open the PDF guide first. So this is our PDF guide, and it's just got a little bit of information in here about uploading the files and changing the lines from cut lines to score lines. Unfortunately, most electronic cutting machine software doesn't recognise that they're score lines, so we do need to change those over. And then there's a link to this video so that you can come here and have a look at how to do that. A little bit there, a little about sizing, and then I've just included a screenshot of each of the files for you to refer to. So just a quick little PDF guide there. So let's close that one. Now these 3 files are the files we need to upload. I'm uploading them to Cricut Design Space, but I think you could probably apply the same principles to whatever electronic cutting machine software you're using. So I'm going to go over to Cricut Design Space now, and I have a blank canvas. So I'm going to click on Upload on the left hand side, and then I'm going to click Upload Image, and I'm going to click Browse, and I am in my downloads folder, you can see up here, and here's the zipped folder, but here next to it is the unzipped folder. So we're going to double click on that, and then I'm going to select the first file, so I'm going to double click on that, and that's the file there, and it says Geometric Snow Globe File 1. Perfect. Click Save. And I'm going to do the same for the next 2 files as well. So Upload Image, Browse. I'm going to select file 2, double click on that and click Save, and then the last file, Browse, file 3, double click and click Save. So now I can click on those 3 images, those 3 files that we've just uploaded, and I'm going to click on Insert Images down on the right hand side. So it will bring them in and dump them all on top of each other. So let's reduce the size of that so we can spread these out on our canvas. Okay, so we just have to do a couple of things to them before we can use them. So you can see that all these internal lines in here are solid lines, and they're not recognized as score lines at the moment, so we need to change those. So the first thing we need to do for this file is ungroup it. So let's go over to the layers panel up the top and click ungroup. Then I'm going to go back across and click on the blue piece in that file. And when I go back over to my layers panel, you can see that it's highlighted in this grey, that piece. And just underneath where it says Snow Globe File 1, there are some lines here, and it says cut. We just need to click on those, come up here to the line type in the top left, click on that drop down menu and change it from cut to score. And then once we've done that, we can come back over to the layers panel. I'm going to click that whole piece again, so where that arrow is there, I'm going to click on that, and it's now highlighted both the score lines and the piece that we're cutting. And then I'm going to come down here and click on Attach to make sure that those score lines are attached to that piece. So that's all we need to do for that file. I'm going to do the same for this file. Now there's only one piece in this file, so we don't need to ungroup it. We can just come over here to those cut lines, click on those, go back up to the line type, click on that drop down, change it from cut to score. Then we're going to go back, click on that whole piece again where the arrow is and click Attach. And that's that file done, so we'll pop that one over there. And then this last one, we do need to ungroup it because there's a few pieces in there, so I'm going to click Ungroup. We don't need to do anything to this piece here, but what I'm going to do is group the mat and the piece together. So I'm going to highlight those two together. I'm just going to click Group because it just makes it a bit neater. I'm also going to do the same with this little snowflake down here. I'm going to highlight those 2 pieces that are sitting on top of each other and click Group. Okay, so that's dealt with. That's nice and easy. Now we just need to change the lines on here. So if I click on this piece here, you'll see the piece that's highlighted here is that blue piece, and it's got some cut lines. We're just going to click on those cut lines, come back over to line type, click on that drop down menu, change them from cut to score, come back over here, click on that whole piece where that arrow is, and then click attach. Now it's attached it to that blue piece, but the little mat that was sitting on top is now underneath. So I just need to right click on that and say send to back, and now we can see our mat again. So I can group those together. So I'll select both those pieces together and click group. Okay, so we're just about ready. All we need to do now is we can probably duplicate the pieces that we need. So I only need one of this first file, I only need one of this second file, but this piece here, this pink piece underneath, we need more than that. So if I come down here to my layers panel, and I can see it sitting down the bottom here, so I'm just going to click on it, and I can move. Whoops, no, I'm going to pick up that pink piece and move it out. So for my snow globe, I'm going to need 11 of these. So I'm just going to duplicate them. This is just my preference. I could also do this when we do the mat, but for now I'm just going to duplicate all of these until I have 11 of them. So I've got 4, 8, up a little bit, duplicate, 12, I'll delete one, and now we have 11. Okay, so then I can just grab all of those, and I think I might put those all together as a group. Okay, so then I'll probably cut those out of acetate. Okay, so now let's have a look at this base piece here. So for this base piece we only need one of the pink mats, but we need 4 of the blue pieces underneath. So let's just duplicate this one, pop that to the side, and then I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to just select the mat, the pink piece on top, and delete it because we don't need that. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate this one again, and one more time duplicate that again. So now I have 4 of the pieces that I'm going to cut out of cardstock, and 1 piece that I'm going to cut out of the scrapbook paper. So that's that bit there. Now for this guy here, we just need 2 of those, so I can just duplicate that whole group. Okay, and so then I can do that and put those together there. Now snowflakes, up to you how many you'd like. I will duplicate them. I might make 10 of them this size, so I'll just duplicate these 4, 8, and those last 2, 10. And then I might just duplicate the whole lot of those. Duplicate, and then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Damn. Should I say that? Let's just drag one to the side. Delete that. I didn't want to let go of all of the selected pieces when they're sitting on top of each other. It was a bit of a mess. So let's just go again. All right, we've got 4. We've got 8. And 2 more. Duplicate makes 10. Let's group them together and then duplicate that whole group. Bring it down here. Now I might make some a little bit smaller, so let's just grab onto that arrow and shrink them a little bit. Okay, so then I have a couple of different sizes of snowflake. So these pieces down here I'm going to cut out of acetate. The blue pieces I'm going to cut out of cardstock. These pieces here, these pink pieces here for the base, I'm going to cut out of glitter cardstock for my matting. And for my snowflakes, the blue piece underneath I'm going to cut out of cardstock, and the pink piece on top I'm also going to cut out of my pink cardstock. My glitter cardstock. Okay, so all that we need to do now is save it. So click on save. I'm going to call it geometric snow globe, and click save. And we don't have to do that ever again. It's all done. We have a project now called Geometric Snow Globe. The only other thing you might want to do is resize it. Let's say you want to make it smaller, then you click on select all and you'd move it around to whatever size you wanted to make it, and then you would save it again as a new size and say whatever size, you know, smaller or larger or whatever you want to do. But that's as much as you need to do to get ready to make this little 3D snow globe. So let's head back over to the desk now and we can put all these pieces together. See you soon. Okay, so I have cut all my pieces out now, and there's only the 3 files, so let me just quickly show you how much of each thing I've cut out, and then we'll put it together. So from file 1, I've cut out one of the blue pieces here, and from file 2, I've cut out one of those, so we have 2, one of each. And then the pink mat here, I have cut out of acetate, and I've cut 11 of those. They're stashed under here. So this is, you probably can't see it very well. So I've cut this out of acetate. There are 11 of these, and so we're going to stick those on in a minute. Okay, out of file 3, I've cut out 4 of the blue pieces under here, 4 of the blue pentagons, I think they are. So I have 4 of those here. And then this strip here in the blue, I've cut out 2 of those. But I've cut them out of green cardstock, obviously. So that's those 2 there with the little teeth on them. And then out of the pink matting, I've cut 2 of those, and they are those 2 pieces here. Out of the bling bling gold glitter. And then I've cut out 1 of these pink mats there, which is this one out of the bling bling. Okay. Then the snowflakes, I've cut those in 2 different sizes. So I cut it in this size that it comes in, and then I made it a teensy bit smaller. So I've cut the blue piece underneath, which is probably pretty difficult to see, out of the green cardstock, and then the pink mat on top I've cut out of the gold glitter, so they look like this. And I've just cut out a few of those and then stuck them together to see if I want to use those as well. Alright, so I'll just pop those to the side and we'll start putting it together. So I've already started and sort of gone ahead on this one a little bit, just to save a bit of time. So on all of those fold lines, I have folded my cardstock in. So there's fold lines here, here and here. And then on all of the tabs, so one side I've got nothing on. On the other side I've put some double-sided tape on all of those tabs, just to save a little bit of time. And on this one, I've done exactly the same thing. But this one I've already put the acetate on, but I will put that one aside and we'll stick the acetate on this one. So we have 12 spaces, but we've only cut 11 mats because the bottom one is going to be attached to the base, so we don't need to put any acetate on there. So I'm going to leave this middle one empty, and I'm going to put acetate on all of these ones here. So I just have a little bit of glue in my fine liner little glue bottle here, so I'm just going to run some glue around here like so, and then I'll just take my piece of acetate and stick it on. So this acetate that I've got is actually some plastic packaging that I had left over from something that I bought, so I just cut it out. But of course you can buy acetate in sheets from here in Australia. You can buy them from Spotlight in a 12 by 12 size, and you know, it can come with fancy patterns and things on as well. So you can do all sorts of things with this. This is me just showing you how you can put it together, and then you can put it together and do anything you like with it. So I'll just keep going with this. Okay, so I have attached my acetate all the way around. I'm just going to pop this over here to dry. This is the one with nothing in the middle, okay? So that's going to be our bottom piece. Now let's bring these pieces over here and make our little base for it to sit on. So I have already folded in my teeth here. Let me show you an easier way to do that. So my Cricut did my scoring for me, but of course when it came out it was really flat. Now the easiest way I have found to fold all these teeth over, if I could find my ruler, I had it somewhere. Here it is. So I just put my ruler on that crease line, like so. And then if these guys are sitting down really flat and hard to get underneath, I just give them a little flick up like this all the way along. And then when I've done that, I just come along with my bone folder or something that I can do this with and just push them up like this. And then they're all nice and in a straight line and easier to fold over. And then once you've done that, just bend them over. Just bend them over like so. And they're flat on the table. Oh, come on guys. And then I can just run along there and get that crease nice and sharp with my bone folder. So that's how I fold all those teeth in more easily. Okay, so then we have these two here and they have these little tabs on them. So I'm going to put some glue on this tab, like so. And I'm just going to stick that one on here like this and line those teeth up, like so. Give that a press. Make sure that it's stuck down. And I might just give that a little helping hand there with my bone folder. Okay. Then I'm going to take one of these guys here and I am going to fold one set of these teeth in a bit flat, and I'm just going to go along, and this is how I do it. You might find an easier way to do it, so I'll just show you how I do it. If you find a better way, you do your way. Let's put a little dot of glue on each of these teeth. Like so. And then I start in the middle where where we've joined the two together. And I usually put that in the middle of my one of these sides. Okay, so just so that crease, that fold is not difficult to try and get around a corner. Okay, I'm just going to stick those teeth down, and then I'm just going to work it around. Oops. Now, as with anything, you might have to give it a little gentle persuasion to make it go around those corners and stay stuck. Look, I've ended up on a corner anyway, which I didn't want to do, but never mind. I'll work around it. Just trying to get those teeth to stick down, and I want the edge of my base piece to come up really close to that fold line where the teeth were. And they do that, but then they jump away when I'm not looking. Okay. I'm just going to do the same all the way around like so. I use my bone folder to push it up and then press those teeth down, or press it down onto the teeth I should say, and then I'm going to bring this around and I probably didn't want to stick that one down. Let's just move that one up. Okay. And bring that one around like so. Okay, come on. Work with me here, teeth. I don't usually have this much of a problem, but of course I'm recording it, so it needs to look as difficult as possible. Okay, and then we want to wrap this one around, and I've stuck the wrong side down first. Or maybe I should put the tab in there. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on these last few teeth, and I will wrap the tab one around first, and then I will wrap the other one on top of it, and I'll just put a bit of glue on there. It would have been better if I hadn't landed in a corner, but you know, such is life. Get that to go around. And join up. Might need a bit of extra glue on there. Okay, not bad, not bad. Seen better. I've done better. Just making sure that it's pretty well firmly attached right up to that edge. It will make for a neater base. Okay, now let's have a look. Some of my teeth might need reattaching. Squash them down. Whoop. There we go. I think that'll have to do, or we could be here all day. Okay, so then I'm just going to push those in, not so that they're pushing right down. We want them to sort of stick up a little bit, right? Not all the way. So then I'm going to put some glue on these teeth as well. Oh, just a little drop on every one, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of these guys here, and I'm going to place it on top, and then I'm going to sort of push my base in so that that edge lines up. And this is a little tricky. I'm not going to deny it. Especially until the glue catches a bit. Does it appear to be a little out of whack here? Okay, so where this bit has come in a bit, I'm just going to pull it out with my little cricket hook. Press it down. Same here. Whoops. Might need a little. Oh, I've got a hot glue gun over there, and I've just put my wrist on it. It's not usually on when I'm not using it, and I forgot it was there. Okay, just trying to shape it around there a bit. as best I can. I mean, don't stress if it's not perfect, whatever is. And this is the base, and this is in fact the bottom of the base, so you know, it's not going to be seen. This is just to help it to maintain shape and be a bit stronger. So I'm just lining this up and pressing it down onto those teeth. I could fiddle around with this for ages, but you know, that's not bad. Okay, so let's just leave that. Let's just let that go for a minute. I'm just going to rub it around, give it a bit of something to catch onto. Okay, and then I can see that this tooth has found its way up, and this one here, and then these ones here could do it a bit more. Okay, so I am going to attach another piece on top of here, just like so, to cover up our teeth and make it a bit neater. I'm going to try my new glue in my new glue bottle. This is exciting. So I'm just going to put some glue on here, all the way around. So I'm in Australia. My new glue is called Boyle Craft Glue. It was recommended to me by someone in my Facebook group. Or if you're interested, there is a Facebook group of people who use my SVGs, and we sort of share our projects and problem solve any problems that we might have, and it's just a generally nice little friendly craft group, and you're quite welcome to join. It's called Creativa Divas, and you'll find it on Facebook. So this glue was recommended to me by someone in my group, and I'm really excited to try it for the first time. And somebody else in my group suggested these little bottles, which are quite like miniature versions of Glossy Accents bottles, and so far so good. I'm loving it. So this is exciting. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to put this last one on here, which is the other side that we've been trying to wrestle into place. And I see that I may not have done a brilliant job. Let's see if I can get a bit more glue in there. Like so. And this one seems to have taken off out the side a little bit, so let's just lift that up and stick a bit of glue back on those teeth, and then push that back in. This is why we don't want to push those teeth too far inside, because we want them to be able to catch. I'm not sure that mine are catching all that well. If I just give it a little shove on each side to sort of flatten it out a bit, might help. This corner's not looking so flash, but anyway, we will persevere. So now I'm going to attach this one to this side as well, just to make it extra strong. You probably don't have to put this one on if you don't want to. Oops, gluey fingers. Okay, and I'm going to put that one on there, like so. Just run that one around. So I need this to dry a little, but I also wanted to show you something else that I tend to do, if I could find it. I have an emery board here somewhere. Let's see where it is. Here it is. What I like to do is just go around my edges, and you might see where the little bits are sticking out from the teeth. Once it's dry, I like to just go around with my bone folder and give that a little my bone folder, my emery board, and just sand that off, and it can just make that a little bit neater so there's no pieces sticking out. It's completely up to you whether you want to do that or not. But the other thing, once I've done that, is I'm going to go around the edges with this Distress Ink Mode Lawn, because I just want to make it a little bit of a different, a little darker around the edges. So I'm just going to go and do that, and then I will be back soon. Okay, so there's my base. I've cleaned up around the edges, and then I put a little bit of that Distress ink around there. I just thought it might give it a bit of depth rather than being one flat colour. Okay, so then this is my matte, which is that pink piece there, and I think I'm just going to pop that on top like so. So let's do that. Give this new glue of mine a work out. Okay, I'm going to pop that on there, where I want that to sit. Looks good to me. And then these two here, one of these is a little tab. You can see it's a little, tiny little bit tapered in there. So I'm going to put some glue on the front of that. This will be a test for my glue, because I find this glitter, sticking to glitter is not the best sometimes, but we'll give it a go. I'm just sticking that on there. Wipe up my glue. Whoops. It really doesn't want to go in the rubbish bin. There's a little blob of glue from the glue gun. Okay, now I've got glue all over my fingers and it's still not sticking. Not happy about that. Maybe I will put a bulldog clip on it and give it a couple of minutes and see how it goes. I want you to work glue. Okay. I'm just going to put a bulldog clip on there and on there. I'll just leave that aside to dry, and this guy here too, and we can move on to these two pieces. Okay, so this is the one with the hole in the bottom, and that's going to be our base, which is going to sit on here like so, but we won't do that yet. We will stick this one together. So on this side I have the double-sided tape, so I'm going to start off by taking the tape off this little side tab like so, and I might just put a little sliver of glue. Should I try this one? Little sliver of glue on here, just to give me a little bit of time to wobble it into place. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is lift it up and attach this bit here to that fold line with that tab underneath, just like that. Okay, I've got glue on my finger, and then I will just give it a press on the back side and make sure it's attached, and then we'll do the same with this one. So I'll just pull this off, try to anyway. Should probably use this hooky tool. It doesn't want to come off there. I don't use double-sided tape very often. This is one of the reasons why. I can't get it to come off. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I nearly had that. Okay. Okay. Put a little bit of glue on there. The glue is just to give me a little bit of time, because you know once you're stuck with double-sided tape, you're stuck. So you obviously, you don't need to do that. It's just that I don't back myself with the double-sided tape very much. I'm going to go all the way around and attach these sides to each other. And this one. I burnished these down too, you know, to make sure that this wouldn't be problematic. I guess that didn't work. One, and then this one. Come on. There we go. A bit of glue on there. And that's it. So that's the bottom section done. We're just going to leave that one as it is for now. And I'm going to do the same one with this top section. So the top section has got a piece of acetate in that middle bit. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this one that I just did on here. Okay, so I have done both my top and my bottom up to this stage, and I'm just going to pop those aside for a moment because I just checked on my piece of glitter that I joined together here, and it seems like it's dry. So I'm just going to attach it around here. I'm going to start it pretty much where where our join is. I think this one, because this is the worst looking part, so I think that will be the back of my snow globe, or what I think of as the back anyway. You know, I want to hide the messy bits at the back. So I'm going to glue this down on here. You don't have to put anything around here, or you could put a bit of ribbon or anything you like. I don't know if this glitter stuff wants to stick. It seems to be okay. Put this. It doesn't like to bend like normal paper, this glitter stuff, but we'll work with it. Go around and around and around. Like so. So I feel like if this was paper, it would stick a lot easier than this glitter. But you know, I wanted it to be all sparkly. Okay. Right, and then I'm just going to stick this last bit down on here, like so. And I'll just give it a slide on each of those sides to get it to adhere. How's that? It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, you know what I don't like is that you can see the white on the edge of that. Might just have to get my distress ink and see if I can cover up that white from the glitter. That, you know, that the edge that's of your paper that's white. That's better. It would be fine if the cardstock was white, but it does look a bit weird against the green. Okay. Okay, I feel better about that. Of course, I'm looking at from overhead as well, which probably doesn't help. Okay, I think that'll do. That'll do for now. Okay, so then the next step is to take our piece that has no acetate in the bottom. That's going to be our bottom section, and we are going to glue it on here. So I'm thinking I might use my hot glue for this one. So I'm just going to run around this edge here. Of course, I need more glue. Another glue stick in there, and I'm just going to run around here and try to anyway. Come on, glue. I've had it on so long that the glue that's in there has gone wonky. It really doesn't want to play. Ooh, see that? It's not going well, is it? And then this bit's come apart. Oh, I don't know if I should use this hot glue. Let me clean that up. And let me stick this bit back together again. Okay. Whoops. Okay, let's concentrate now. Come on, glue, work with me here. There we go. I don't use hot glue very often. I think you can tell why. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to line this up and try and figure out where the center is. Pop it down. Just going to stand up. Feel like I'm pretty happy with where that is. Probably don't have a lot of time to think about it. Okay. I'll just give it a burnish and make sure it's stuck down. Yeah, so not bad. Can't say I'm a fan of the hot glue. Look, it's coming up there. Anyway, I think, so normally when I've done this, I haven't used hot glue, but then I haven't used the glitter, and I'm a bit worried that nothing much is going to stick to the glitter. Anyway, I think we're okay. Coming up a bit here. Oop. This is not supposed to look this difficult. I'm sorry, I apologise. Okay. The hot glue should be hot. Okay, right, there's our base. Now we can put some stuff in there, finally. So I'm going to go with a Christmas tree. I should tell you how tall this is so that you can think about what size you want it to go in here. So if I put the lid on this, which is what we're going to do, then my Christmas tree does not touch the top. But you really don't want it to be taller than about 15 or 16 centimetres, which is about 6.5 inches. So my tree is just over 5 inches, which is about 13 centimetres. Okay, so I've got my little tree. This is just from Kmart, and he's going to go in there. And then I have this reindeer where we're going bling. I've got glue stuck all over it, and that's going to go in here like this. Okay, so we're not really going with realistic proportions, but that's okay. So I'm just going to put a big mob of glue on the bottom of my tree. Let's hope it sticks, because the bottom of my tree is glittery and it's going on glitter paper. Right, I'll pop that on there. Cute. And then I am going to pop some glue on the bottom of my reindeer feet. Sorry reindeer, it's a little bit warm underfoot for you. It's like the pavement in Perth on a hot summer day. And then we'll just stick you in there like so. Give you a minute to hold. So of course you could put anything you like in here. It doesn't even have to be a Christmas theme. You could make these for Easter. Wouldn't that be cute, with a little Easter bunny inside? And some of those little polystyrene eggs. You wouldn't want to put real eggs in there. Or real Easter eggs in there. Okay, so I'm happy with you and happy with you. Okay, so I have some snow, but I'm not going to put it in just yet. But I just thought I'd tell you in case you thought, wait a second. Okay, so this is, it's actually polystyrene. So I bought a new printer recently, and you know those solid bits of polystyrene that they stick in the box to stop it from moving? I just pulled a clump of that off and I stuck it in my blender and made it small so that it'll look a bit like snow. So that's what I did, because I couldn't find any kind of fake snow anywhere. But I'm not going to put that in quite yet. I'm going to start to attach this a little bit first, okay? So now this is, if you thought that I looked like I didn't know what I was doing before, now you're really going to see it, okay? So what we need to do is take the double-sided tape off here and attach it to one of the sides where there is no tab here. So you'll see that the tabs are opposite each other, so that there will be a tab on each side. I'm going to start at the front because I tend to do a better job at the beginning than I do at the end. And I might actually just go around and pull all these bits off. Try to. Yeah, okay. I'm pulling all of these off. Oh, this is going to be so cute. That one. And this one. And this one. Okay, and then I'll put a little bit of, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. A little bit of glue on each of them. Let's just start with the front two. Okay. Okay, so then I'm going to try and attach this to this. I might put it on its side as neatly as I can along here. It's hard because I'm trying to do it so you can see it in the camera, and so I still do a good job. That looks not bad. I want to get my hand in there. Ooh. I think I'll say no to the glue because I think that's what's making it difficult. Just going to have to commit with the double-sided tape, I think. Okay. And if I lift him up, make sure that's well attached like so. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, So then I might just flip that one over, make sure it's attached really well. So I've sort of got my lid on a bit now. So you can see what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and attach all of those tabs into the next one. I'm going to tell you now it's not that easy, but it's possible. Okay, it's possible. Just take your time, and you'll be fine. But when I get about halfway around, I'm going to put some of the snow in there. And the reason I'm just saying to that is because if I'm moving it around, I don't want to worry about the snow escaping out the side. So I think I will go and finish this little bit off so that you don't have to watch painfully as I try to attach all those little tabs to each other. But I think you get the idea of what you need to do. There's a tab for every single side to attach this one to this one, and that's all you need to do is just attach them. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have got my little snow globe all stuck together and I think it's looking pretty fabulous. I did go around these edges a little bit with my distress ink just to give it a little bit more dimension. And now I think I'm just going to take my little collection of snowflakes, and I might have a little more here than I need. I think I might just go around and maybe stick a few on in you know, in spots, maybe like so. Yeah, but otherwise it's done. So not a huge project, not a difficult project. It's a little bit fiddly, but I think it's totally achievable, and I think it looks really cute. Look at that, my own snow globe. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks gorgeous. Anyway, just a quick little project that you might be interested in. If you are interested, the files are available on Etsy store, and I'll put the description. I'll put the link in the description box down below. It's getting late in the day, and so you can go over and check them out, see if they interest you. I've got lots more projects coming up, so if you'd like to subscribe, you're more than welcome to, and I would love it if you did. Anyway, I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for your time today. Bye for now. Bye.